What is up, Pats Nation? It is Patriots Global here with another video. Now, in my most recent video, I talked about the breaking news, that being a video about the Patriots trading for All-Pro defensive end Michael Bennett. So if you haven't checked that video out, go look at it after this video. There will be a link to that video in the description box below. But with Michael Bennett now being a New England Patriot and coming to Boston, there is a bearing question, and that is, does his brother tight end, or previous tight end, Martellus Bennett, come out of retirement to play football? Now, this isn't a video where I'm making some type of push or anything like that, or it's a long run, because when it was last season, and it was the offseason, the Patriots tried to actually trade for Michael Bennett back then too, and Martellus Bennett said, hey, look, if you get Michael Bennett, my brother, in New England, I will stay in New England, not retire, and stay here for a good, reasonable price in order to play with my brother. Now, obviously, the Eagles ended up getting Michael Bennett, so Martellus Bennett just decided to retire. A year later, Michael Bennett is now a Patriot, and where does that leave Martellus? Now, for those of you who do not remember, Martellus Bennett actually spent a full season with the Patriots back in 2016, where he hauled in 55 receptions for 701 yards and 7 touchdowns. And that was just the regular season. You then look at the 3 postseason games Martellus Bennett played with the Patriots, where he had 11 receptions for 98 yards. I mean, he really was a true factor to the Patriots winning Super Bowl 51, especially with Rob Gronkowski missing pretty much that whole season. Something that's great about Martellus Bennett is the dude is a literal definition of a tank. He had so many injuries in his tenure with the Patriots, but he played through all of them, and he played the entire season with the Patriots. Now, after his year with the Patriots, he ended up signing a very extensive deal with the Packers. The Patriots wanted to re-sign him. Fans wanted him to be re-signed, but ultimately the Patriots just weren't really willing to give him the kind of money that the Packers were. He played 7 games with the Packers, hauling in 24 receptions for 233 yards and 0 touchdowns. His time with the Packers quickly went away, as there were just a lot of issues, and he just really wasn't meant to be a Packer, so they ended up releasing him. Patriots picked up Martellus Bennett after the Packers released him in that 2017 season, where he ended up just playing 2 games with the Patriots, where he hauled in 6 receptions for 53 yards and 0 touchdowns before the Patriots put him on the injured reserve. Then you get to the end of that season, and Martellus Bennett retired. I really just look back on Martellus Bennett's career, and he really was just dangling bones by then. This guy had so many injuries that he was really playing through the whole time. So for me, the question comes to, how ready is he to actually come back to football? Now, he had a whole year off, a whole year not playing football, being active. Of course, he hits the gym still, does all that. We recently saw him in the video where he kind of trolled Patriots fans. So I definitely think the year of retirement is good for his body. So really just the begging question comes to his mental state, but more importantly, how he can physically perform. Now, it was actually reported that Martellus Bennett said himself that he is actually going to consider coming out of retirement to play for the Patriots. Not come out of retirement to play for another team, but come out of retirement specifically to play for the Patriots so that he can play with his brother. If I had to guess, I would say Martellus Bennett does come out of retirement, as this really is one of his only, if not his only, chance left to actually play with his brother. They are both getting visibly older. I mean, there's only so much longer that they both have to actually play in the NFL, so this could be their only chance. And to play for a team like the Patriots, who are constant contenders, there's no chance like this, and I think Martellus Bennett knows that enough. It's definitely an understatement to say that Martellus Bennett is one of the best tight ends that the Patriots have had. Now, obviously not the best. I mean, Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski, but when you look at the tight end next to Rob Gronkowski, there has not been a better tight end next to Rob Gronkowski than Aaron Hernandez. and the Patriots have not been able to find an Aaron Hernandez replacement since Martellus Bennett. I mean, you look at all the tight ends that have come in, and all of them have really been subpar. This really has just been the Rob Gronkowski show. But when Martellus Bennett came in as really the number one tight end. Now, of course, that was all due to Rob Gronkowski actually physically not being able to perform. But Martellus Bennett proved his ability to actually be able to do so. For once, the Patriots actually had a backup plan for Rob Gronkowski and a guy that could actually get the job done just as well. Martellus Bennett is a veteran. He knows the NFL, he knows teams, he knows the play. He also, most importantly, knows the Patriots system and has connection with Tom Brady. Him and TB12 had a very good connection. Another great thing about Martellus Bennett was that he was always a pretty dang good blocker also. As we all know, the Patriots recently released tight end Dwayne Allen. Obviously was not a threat in the passing game, but was more of a threat when it came to being a blocker. With him gone, the Patriots could without a doubt use another elite blocker, and Martellus Bennett could without a doubt fill that role. The sweetest thing of all, though, is the fact that Martellus Bennett is an actual threat in the passing game. Now, he did take a year off, so we don't know exactly how he's going to come back, but if he comes back as the old Martellus Bennett, the guy that we saw in 2016, then New England is definitely set. Just like Rob Gronkowski, Martellus Bennett is a very tough guy to get down. Now, he can play all over the field. He's very versatile. You can line him on the outside. You can line him in the slot. Really, just anywhere. You can have just a quick dump off to him like you would to someone like Rob Gronkowski or even Julian Edelman, and he can break tackles and turn those couple of yards into something a lot more. Now, most importantly, he is a threat when it comes to actually going down the field. Now, if you look back to his highlights with the Patriots, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like I mentioned, he's a very strong guy, has a very strong stiff arm, so he does get some pretty decent separation from defenders. Mix that with him actually being able to locate the ball and actually having a good quarterback like Tom Brady, then you have a dangerous tight end quarterback duo yet again. Something the Patriots usually struggle in, especially the last 2 years, has been red zone threat and actually being able to capitalize a touchdown when in the red zone. Looking back at what Martellus Bennett did best, it probably was being a red zone threat. That guy, I said he had 7 touchdowns, I believe. I mean, he's without a doubt a guy that Tom Brady could look to go to. Being able to do 2 tight end sets again and having, just picture this, Rob Gronkowski and Martellus Bennett. I mean, I'm already going to tell you, there's no just 3 points being put up on the board anymore. That's pretty much a guaranteed 7 points. But of course, nothing is official, but Martellus Bennett said he is going to consider it, and I just have a good feeling that we could see Martellus back in a Patriots uniform, and that fills a void for Patriots at tight end. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Also, make sure you guys like and subscribe, as it helps me and the channel out very, very, very much. Make sure you guys share this video with everybody who knows who can go to the Patriots Global family, and other than that, I will catch you guys in another video.